Squad Senior back here. Got a lawn cleanup project going on today. Got the lawn vac hooked up behind the riding mower and stuff. I'll give you a few demonstrations how about going about doing the yard cleanup around here. I'll give you a little look-see at the different equipment I use, stuff like that. Probably get into composting, stuff like that and stuff. So let's get at it. Okay, here's one piece of equipment I use. It's a lawn vac, AgriFab brand name. There's other manufacturers that make these that probably work just as good. Anyway, I've been really satisfied with this. Hooked behind a Craftsman riding lawnmower. What it is a big blower setup that hooks into your mower deck. From there, the mower kind of mulches and picks up the leaves. It sucks it up and throws it into the container behind. Anyway, you can see in the background here, I've been kind of doing a little bit of mowing already. You can see up the line here where I got some stuff cleaned up. You look around, a lot of leaves to go yet. One of the first steps I do is I go down both sides of the trees crossways. That way, when I come back and clean it up lengthways, I don't have them football shaped pieces on the ends. I won't get up close to the trees. There's other methods of getting that out of there. But anyway, let's get this thing cranked up. I'll do a few rounds and see how this thing is working. See if we can get this container filled up. Okay, got the container full here. We'll start unloading stuff. What I do is I've got a pile here where I do my composting, and you'll kind of see where I've been dumping here. I'll just put it out in a string until I get to a point where I need to bunch it up again. After I get to the point where probably after this load, I'm going to be piling this up. I'll get the tractor out and get into that. Now, as you can see, get out of the sun here a little bit so we can get a little bit better view of what's going on. You can see in the background, you see the mower, see my strip there. And here's where I've been piling it up. There's my compost pile. Quite a few years worth of leaves in this thing. I don't use any fertilizers, pesticides, fungicides, any herbicides, anything on the lawn. So pretty much just anything that's going into this pile is probably as organic as it's going to get. Anyway, we'll get this thing unloaded, and then I think I'll bring the tractor out and we'll see if we can get it bunched up into a pile again. Make room for some more. A real scientific method for unloading this. Got this kind of a little digger here. Works excellent at getting this thing unloaded. This thing does tilt, but in my experience, trying to get all that stuff hooked back up and stuff again, and you can drag it along. It'll make you a pile about 15 feet long in every load. I don't have room for that. This works better, in my opinion, just as fast, less hassle. So get into dragging this stuff out of here. Actually, unloads pretty easy. Leaves are light. Get a pile. Things are really starting to dry out. Makes them lighter. You can see I got green in there. I like to get a little green mixed in with this, help some compost down. I also like my leaves wetter. Get some moisture in this pile before it gets all bunched up. Might be the last day I do it for a while, but few hours after a rain, this thing still does a good job of picking them up. Okay, let's get this out of the way and get the tractor out here. Okay, I finished that. I got her stacked up. I'm ready for laying out another strip. You kind of seen how that was done. I'll go up, I'll show you another piece of equipment I use and purpose of using it. Then I'll come back after all my demonstrations and I'll explain my composting procedures to you. Okay, here's another piece of equipment I use. You guys are going to have to excuse the wind. Quite a windy day out here, so it is kind of taking care of stuff I've already cleaned up and filling it full of stuff again, but I don't get too excited about that because I'll do another final cleanup in the spring, because after winter I got a lot more leaves on the trees to come down, all the winter trash and everything else. I'll kind of go through this process one more time, so whatever accumulates now, it's probably going to stay there. I might hit some of the heavier spots, but anyway, next spring is another story. You got to clean it up again anyway, so instead of doing it 3-4 times, I'm going to do it once this fall, and I'm going to do it once next spring and be done with it. Anyway, once in a while I do have to get the rake out. You'll see I got it handy here. What I had to use that for is down here in the driveway. I'm going to clean this slope up here. I can't get into that with that leaf vac, too much of an angle and all that kind of stuff, so that's where that backpack blower comes in really handy. I also have some washouts to take care of here. You know, you see I did rake it out once because as the gravel and dirt wash down, it buries leaves, and when I fill that in, I definitely don't want to fill in with leaves, so I'll take that blower, I'll clean that out, get the tractor out. I got some class 5, we'll get that hauled in, leveled out before winter. Kind of tough snow plowing when you get all these ruts in your driveway. So anyway, let's get at it with the demonstration with the leaf blower. Okay, here's the results from that backpack leaf blower. Things turned out pretty good. Didn't take me all that long. I'd say somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. And as you see, I played the wind. Wind was exactly the way I like it coming down this hill. And it just kind of blowed it all ahead of me. It doesn't work real good blowing against the wind. It just kind of counteracts what you're trying to do. You can see where I kind of just blowed it into the edge of the woods up here. It's not an awful lot, but by the time the snow gets in there, packs that down and stuff, you'll never tell the difference between right there and the rest of the forest floor. And right up here, you can see where I'm going to do some filling in and stuff. It cleaned that out pretty good. But like I say, with this wind blowing, I'm probably going to have to touch it up one more time before I get into really putting dirt in here and stuff. But as you can see, that thing works pretty good. Anyway, this is going to be a project that's got to be done yet this fall. We'll get into it shortly. Okay, here's where I finished up today. Doesn't look too bad. This is right above the little pond area where I watered the garden out of. Anyway, the wind is coming from the woods in the background there, coming this way. So that hasn't had a chance to really blow a lot of leaves in. A lot of this area here, I believe, is blowed over to where I wanted to get done earlier today. But like I say, you can see I got some leaves around tree stumps and stuff yet. That's going to sit there till next spring. That's where that backpack leaf blower comes in, or you can rake them out, whatever your preference is. But anyway, as soon as we get 6 inches of snow on this, it's all going to look the same. We won't have to worry about it. So anyway, guys, wrapping this up here right now. That's kind of the way I do my leaf processing. I was going to try and get into the compost a little bit, but I'll do that in a separate video. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.